What's up, Periscope? Ty Crandall here, and your business credit. So today what we're going to be talking about is how you can get fleet credit cards, how you can get cash credit cards, how you can get auto vehicle loans, all in your name, in your business name, without a personal credit check and without a personal guarantee. So to repeat, for those of you just getting here, how to get fleet credit, how to get cash credit, and how to get auto vehicle financing for your business in your business name, linked only to your EIN with no personal credit check, no social security number on the application, no personal guarantee. What's up, Jazzy D? Welcome to the Scope. I'm glad everybody can make it. So I'm going to go through for about 5-7 minutes here, just as a refresher of where we've been, catch you up to speed of where we are. So then that way everybody else has a chance to kind of come in and get into the topic at hand today. Hey Prince, welcome. Glad you could make it. So to give you about today is the actual final step, step 5 as I call it, to building your business credit. And we've kind of had a journey here. I'm not going to go through a bunch of the benefits or spend a bunch of time here, but for those of you new to the Scopes, hey, welcome Maxwell. Welcome to the welcome Maxwell Graphics. Welcome to the Scope today. So what we're talking about is building a credit report linked to your EIN under your business, not linked to your personal social, completely separate. A lot of benefits. It doesn't report on your personal credit report. There's no personal credit checks. Your personal credit can suck and you can still get it. There's no personal guarantee. You get this money fast. I'm going to show you how to get to this final step in about 120 days total from starting. And this is all credit that you can get with really high limits, about 10 to 40, $50,000 limit cards. You can get it as a startup. It doesn't matter if you have any collateral. You don't need cash flow. So cash flow, credit, and collateral don't matter when it comes to getting the kind of credit I'm going to talk about today. You can get it even as a startup, and it doubles your borrowing ability because you have 2 credit profiles, one for you as an individual and one for your actual business, which makes you more lendable, increases the value of your business, which is important because anybody can see those reports. So this is the journey we've taken over the last few weeks, and if you haven't been with us the whole time, you can go to creditsuite.com/scope. And I'm going to erase this because this isn't a good source anymore. creditsuite.com/scope. creditsuite.com/scope will take you to all of our past Periscopes. Periscope only shows the most recent one for 24 hours. creditsuite.com/periscope will give you a free guide that maps out these steps in more details. So to kind of give you an idea, we're getting to step 5 today. Step 5 is how you get fleet credit cards, cash credit cards, auto vehicle financing in your business name without a personal credit check. But you can't jump to this step. You've got to go through steps 1 to 4 to get here. So to catch everybody up real quick, and if you want more detail, go to creditsuite.com/scope for our previous scopes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. I appreciate it. It's awesome of you guys to do that. So before you even think of starting to apply for business credit, what you got to do is make sure that business is set up credibly, get a real physical business address or a virtual address, and you can go to creditsuite.com/virtual to get our source for a virtual address. Or the other is you can use a home address as last resort, but never use a UPS address or PO box. Get a business phone or a voice over IP, okay? Those will work just fine. You can get them from, a lot of different places. We get ours from Ring Central, cost about $15 a month. You need a website for your business. You need a professional email address for your business at a professional domain. Like ours is info@creditsuite.com. Don't use Yahoo and PartyDude, Gmail or any of those type of email addresses to set up your business credibly. This applies to getting a loan and to getting business credit. Make sure that you have a business name. We've talked about a lot of restricted industries in our previous scopes. If you missed those, go to creditsuite.com/scope. You can check them out. And also make sure that you choose an entity that's a corporation or LLC. You could build business credit with any entity, but these will limit your liability. And then make sure your business is easy to find, that it's congruently listed online, that your name and your address and everything is listed exactly the same way at all sources. We use Yext to do this for us. sign up is okay. If you're a new business, you're probably not listed online anywhere anyways. Always set up your business credibly before you even think of getting a loan or before you even think of applying for a business credit card. Once you've done this, step one of building business credit, then see for free if you have a business credit report with the 3 reporting agencies. You go to creditsuite.com/reports to do that. Once you're there, you'll see a link to each one of these 3 guys, D&B, Equifax, and Experian Commercial. You could do a quick search. And when you do a quick search at creditsuite.com/reports going to these 3, then what you're going to find is you're going to find you either have a credit report or not with these guys. If you have a credit report, you want to make sure that you probably pay to see what's on your credit report. Here's why. I talk to a lot of people that don't think they have credit reports, and then we pull their business credit reports, and this is the kind of stuff that we end up seeing here. And for some reason, I'm not getting a bunch of comments from you, so if you're all leaving comments for some reason, I don't think I'm able to see that, but that's okay. So this is what happens. These are people that don't think they have credit reports, and they end up having really low scores. And the reason for this is because if the reporting agencies even know you exist, they're going to give you, what's up, Paul? Welcome. They're going to give you a low score of about 28, 29. And a lot of people that have lower scores, like even scores at, let's say, 30 or so, it's because they just don't have, as you can see, this is a credit report, right? There's no accounts on here. 0 accounts. Okay, there's absolutely really no payment history here. There's business facts, but there's no trade lines reporting on this business credit report. None. But still, the person has a very low score. Out of 100, this is a failing score of 35. So your business, if Experian or any of these guys know you exist, they will give you a low score. They will recommend you for about $1,000 to $2,000 worth of credit at all, period, total. Even when you see a credit report like this, and as you guys are seeing, this has no credit. There are no trade lines here. Look, lack of trade lines. Why is the score low? Lack of trade lines. So if you think that you're a new business and haven't built your business credit so you're okay, you're not okay. Because these guys get data from all kinds of places, they give you a really low score, and it ruins your ability to get business loans. So the bottom line is you need to check and see if these guys know you exist. And an easy way to do that is go to creditsuite.com/reports. Once you're there, then you can go and see if you have a report with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax just by searching your company name. And when you search your company name, you're either going to pull up a result or you're not going to pull up a result. That's how you know. Here, I'll show you real quick. And again, if you want more information on this, then what you want to do is go back to creditsuite.com/scope. Okay, and there, we went over this more in depth last week, but I'm going to go ahead and show you this real quick because it's so simple to do. So you go to creditsuite.com/reports. Here's the 3 guys, Experian, Equifax, and D&B. They're all commercial. And then you just basically go here. I have Duns and Experian, but don't know too much about Equifax. Equifax is what's used by most lenders. Okay, so Equifax is important because it's what's used by most lenders. Now, if you just do a quick search here, is our company name and address, one of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to pull up a result or you're not going to have a result at all, period. That's exactly what's going to come up. So I'm doing a quick search and you can see that something comes up. That's exactly the same kind of search that you want to do. You want to go to creditsuite.com and see if you have an actual report. It costs you no money to figure this out. From that point, what you need to do is if you have a search that pulls up, if you have a company that pulls up, probably pay to get one of your 3 reports with whoever it comes up with, okay? I follow with you with excellent results. Great, man. I'm awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're getting some great results. I appreciate the feedback. So with this, if nothing pulls up, does Experian rate based on Dunn's report? No, it doesn't. D&B offers the Dunn's number. They have their own report. It's separate from Experian. So with these 3 that pulls up, it's probably worth checking your report. Once you know that if you have any negatives, you could dispute online with the 3 reporting agencies. You need their credit monitoring to do it, except D&B, you could do it for free using iUpdate. Now, the next step in building business credit is to start getting real accounts. These are accounts you can get today. Right now, today, you could do it while we're on this scope. You could leave this scope. And if you go to creditsuite.com/scope, you'll see our previous scopes where we apply for these accounts in real time. And you can see the approval process, the whole thing, all the way through. These guys will do 2 things very unique. They give you credit when you have no credit now. They will not pull a personal credit report, and they report the credit to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, or one or two of these three. Some report to all three, some report to one, some report to all, some report to two. But that's what's unique about these vendors. They'll give you credit even if you have no credit now for your business. They won't require a personal credit report, a credit pull. Hey, Credit Consultant Services, welcome. It's your first day on Periscope. I'm glad to have you here. They will not pull a personal credit report to approve you. They report to the business credit reporting agencies, and they'll issue you credit even as a startup. That's why they're on this board, because they will approve you. There's a lot of vendors out there, but not a lot that will approve you for new credit even as a startup, report to the reporting agencies, and don't do a personal credit check. These are the guys. Uline, Quill, Monopolize Your Marketplace, Gimpler, Seton. Wells Fargo has a secured credit card. They do a personal credit check. I wouldn't even go that way. I would use Seton, Gimplers, Quill, Uline, Granger, Strategic Network Solutions. Personally, the easiest ones to get approved and get what you need, Uline and Quill. They sell tons of stuff you need, all kinds of office supply stuff you could use for your business. Gimplers, Granger, and Seton. I buy first aid kits, batteries, flashlights, that kind of stuff from these three. Now look, you might say, hey look, I don't need to buy that stuff. It doesn't matter if you need it. Who cares? You're buying a business credit report. Guys, look, let me show you something. We haven't even opened these boxes, right? So here's stuff. It's not that we need the stuff. It's not that we actually need to buy any of the stuff from Granger, from Seton, from Gimplers. These boxes aren't even open, guys. But the point of it is, here's one from Seton, for example. Here's what they come like. Here's one from Gimplers. Okay, here's one from Granger. I honestly don't even remember what's in them. Batteries, flashlights, first aid kits. The reason you buy them is to build your business credit. You spend $50, maybe around that period. Uline and Quill won't even report you unless you spend $50. Some of the other guys will. Okay, so the bottom line is, even if they have stuff you don't necessarily need, still take the time to buy it. It doesn't if they're giving you a business credit report and score, it's worth its weight in gold for you guys. It doesn't matter if I don't need flashlights, but maybe our power will go out someday. Who knows? But what I know is this. Seton will give me a trade line on my business credit report that will give me a good score, that will immediately get me better interest rates on loans, that will immediately get me a $5,000 or $10,000 Staples credit card. So you know what? I'm going to buy a freaking flashlight. I don't care if I need it or not. Some, I heard you have to spend $250 before reporting. You can ask them and they'll tell you. I've never heard of one that makes you spend $250 to get it reported. I've never heard of that, but it's worth asking them. Before you actually buy something, if you want to know, call them and ask them. But call and talk to 2 to 3 people. I've called Quill. They've told me $100 before. I called right back and talked to somebody else. They told me 50. So I find that if you call and ask 3 people, you get 2 to 3 different answers, and whatever gives the majority of the answers is typically correct. What I will tell you is to play it safe, spend $50 with these guys. Spend $50. And you know what? You don't have to do it all at once. If you want, do 2 in 1 month, do 1 in another month, do 5 in 1 month. But those are the best sources that I recommend for you guys. Uline, Quill, Monopolize, Gimpler, Seton. Once you get 5 of these accounts reported, then, and this is where after you get these, wait about a month, then you probably just want to sign up for credit reports with these guys. And I have a quick link at creditsuite.com/reports to see how many trade lines you have. I may have to catch the replay. You keep going in and out. Now you're out completely. Is everybody else having that problem? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't get the best reception in this office where I am, so hopefully this is okay. But hopefully it shows up okay on the replay and I'm not cutting in. Okay, so some people can hear, some people can't. Okay, everybody else is cool. Okay, perfect. All right, so you get 5 of these accounts. You make sure they're reporting. At this point, you probably want to wait a month. Then it's worth getting at least credit monitoring with these 2 guys right here. It's at least worth doing that. Equifax, not a lot of people report to them, but I'd at least pay for monitoring with this. It happens when you switch your camera view. I know that. When I switch the camera view, I always try not to talk for a few seconds because that's the way Periscope is. But I appreciate you letting me know that, and I will pay more attention to that so you guys don't hear me cut in and out when I switch it back. And I'll try not to switch back. So you get 5 of these accounts, you make sure they report. You can then start going into most major stores and start applying for credit. Staples, Amazon, Lowe's, Sunoco, AutoZone, Sherwin-Williams, Macy's. Look, they all offer business credit accounts. These are accounts and real approvals from people. Do you know of Sunbelt Rental? I don't know about enough. I don't know if they report. I've never heard of them being a company that reports, but it's worth checking and seeing if they do. These are all people that follow us on Periscope and people reports. Say that name for me again, and I'm going to write that down, and then I will have our team look into that. I appreciate that. I think you said Sunbelt Rentals, right? I'm going to write that down right here. Sunbelt Rentals. All right? All right, cool. So Sunbelt Rentals, I'm going to check that out. I appreciate that recommendation. Sunbelt Rental. So let me take the S off there. Okay. So all these are real approvals for people that follow us on Periscope and Facebook that give us ideas of their actual approvals they're getting. So this will give you an idea of stores that give credit. Tractor Supply, BP, Shell, Apple, Exxon, Office Depot, Costco, Sunoco, Sears, BP, Sprint, Best Buy, Universal, Amazon, Grainger, a ton of them. Almost all major retail stores do, and you'll see here that limits on these kind of accounts are much higher than what you probably ever see with personal credit. Remember, guys, none of these were obtained using a personal credit check. None. The Social Security number is not even on the application, and you're getting 5, 8, 12, 15, 8, $40,000 approvals, even auto vehicle financing, which I'm going to show you how to do here. So the approvals on business credit accounts are very high. You can get all this kind of credit regardless of your personal credit report following these steps. Once these 5 accounts report, you can start getting these guys. So how do you get to the next step? The next step isn't that much harder. It's all about trade lines when you build business credit. So to get to the next step, which is fleet credit cards, cash credit cards, Visa credit cards, MasterCards, American Express, what you need is about 10 to 15 trade lines reporting on your DMB, Equifax, and Experian commercial reports. You need about 10 to 15 trade lines. Once you get those, then you can start to apply for fleet credit cards, for Visa cards, for MasterCards, for American Express cards, and you can also start to get approved for auto vehicle financing. So let's look at some sources that will give you with 10 to 15 trades on your business credit report. Global Fleet is a fleet credit card. Now, if you're not familiar with fleet credit, guys, it's stuff that you use a lot for. A lot of our clients that are truckers use this because you can get your cars fixed, oil changes, gas, all different kinds of things using fleet cards, usually related to vehicles. A Home Depot offers a commercial credit card that's a cash credit card you can use anywhere. Universal is another fleet credit card. Okay, let's look at some actual approvals here. Here's a fleet credit card, $4,000 weekly. That's a $16,000 approval. Okay, here is a BJ's. This is a cash credit card she secured, and she got $7,000 from a cash credit card with BJ's. This might say BJ's, but you could actually, hey, welcome, James. It's your first day on Periscope, man. Welcome to Periscope. You could use this cash credit card anywhere. You could use this at Sam's Club, even though it says BJ's. And by the way, Sam's Club offers a cash credit card you could use anywhere, too. You could even use it at Costco. You can use it anywhere. Visa and MasterCards. Ford and GMC offer vehicle financing. Now, she hasn't found a car yet, so she doesn't know how much she's going to get approved for because she doesn't know yet. But we've seen people get $100,000 trade lines at Ford and GMC. So you can start to get cash credit, BJ's, fleet credit, RGS, okay, we talked about them. Fuelman Fleet, Universal Fleet. These are all fleet cards you can start to get with 10 to 15 trades. You can even get auto financing at several different places, including Ford, including Ally Financial, including GMC. They all offer it. How do I get financing for Ford and GMC? It's exactly what you do. You go in to a Ford or GMC. I'm switching to me, so I know I'm going to cut out for a minute, and I will come back. You can go into a Ford or GMC dealer that deals with commercial trucks. Okay, if you see the big white trucks with nothing on the side, they deal with commercial vehicles. And when you go in there, tell them you want to get a vehicle in your business name. Okay, let them know that you have very well established business credit and you want the approval to be based on that. If they don't know what to do or know how to help you, then ask for their supervisor, and hopefully somebody there is going to know what the heck to do. Because these are easy to do if you're working with a fleet company that deals with a lot of fleet trucks and they understand how this works. And you will not need a personal credit check. You will not need your social. You will not need your personal guarantee. So that's the epitome of, that's the ultimate end goal of what you're trying to do with business credit. There's two main goals. One, be able to get credit strictly based in your business name without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check, only based on the quality of your EIN credit. You do that by getting 10 to 15 trade lines that report on your DMB, Equifax, and Experian commercial credit reports. Just ask for the fleet manager if they have one, is what Christine is saying. Christine's on here with us. Can you get auto financing less than 6 months? It's not time in business. It has to do with trade lines, guys. That's what I need to tell you. Now, Christine just chimed in and said to ask for a fleet manager. Christine is the one with a lot of those approvals I showed you. The 40,000, the fleet approvals that you see here, that she's applying for the Ford financing, not sure of a vehicle yet. That is Christine. These are Christine's actual approvals. So she's telling you, hey, look, if you have the trade lines, then that's the next step. But you've got to make sure that you've got at least 10 to 15 reporting to be able to get there. And as Christine says, ask for a fleet manager. If they deal with fleet vehicles, they should know how to do this. So the ultimate goal of building business credit is twofold. One, to get a lot of credit in your business name without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check that doesn't report on your personal credit reports. That includes vendor accounts, Uline, Quill. Nobody cares. They're just ones you use to get started. High limit store credit card accounts. What I showed you on here, the Best Buy, the Costco's, the Apple, the Amazons for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 approvals. Thank you guys for the loves and thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. Second goal, right? Because you need this stuff to run your business. Just today I spent $60 ordering a wireless headset for one of our sales guys that wants a wireless headset to make phone calls. So guess what? How am I going to do that? Am I going to use that out of money of our bank account, our personal credit? Why not just use our Amazon commercial account? That's exactly what business credit can do. Does number of employees matter on applications? Not what I'm telling you so far, but it will on the second step I'm about to tell you in just a second. So the first reason you really want to build business credit is to do what I'm showing you how to do here. High limit store credit accounts, because let's be honest, Amazon, Walmart, most of what you need to buy for your business, you could buy at those places. You're great. Thanks for the info. Thank you, Joe, for coming. I appreciate it. Remember, gas cards. You can get Costco, Sam's Club, everything you really need to run your business, 80% of which you can get at stores. If you look at Apple and Amazon and Dell and all these places, chasing Andrew Jackson, it can, but those are for higher accounts. So is Christine's answer, and I'll chime in on that as well. So the bottom line is, most of what you really think about you need to run your business, you could do with store credit cards. You could do with an Amazon account. You could do with a Walmart account. You could do with the Sam's Club, a Costco, a Staples, an Office Depot, a Home Depot, a Lowe's, a gas card. So that's the first goal. You get 80% of what you need to fund a business just based on store credit. Then you excel and you get to what I just showed you how to do today. You get to store credit cards. You get to fleet credit cards. You get to auto vehicle financing. That's the next stage. With a Visa and a MasterCard, you could buy just about everything else you need that you couldn't use a store credit card for. So what's the other thing you want? That's loans. Well, that's the second question that Chasing Andrew Jackson just asked, okay? With the loans, then it comes down to this. When you can get a loan based on your business credit is the epitome of what you want to build your business credit for. But it's very hard to do because when you get to loans, they start looking at employees. They start looking at time in business. They start looking at these other factors, none of which matter for what I've shown you so far in the past. You can get very high limit store credit cards, auto vehicle financing. You can get cash credit. You can get fleet credit. You can do it all without them really caring about employees and time in business. When you start to get to loans, they start caring. So that's when you start to have to really be able to build your business. But if you think about it, it happens during this process anyways. You're not getting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of store and cash credit for no reason. You're doing it to build your business. And as your business is building and your employees are building and your time in business is building, then it makes it easier for you to get loans. Hey, Ty, I'm set up with vendor credit. Do you guys help filling out credit apps? We don't fill out you don't don't need help filling out a credit application. It's pretty basic info. As a matter of fact, Uline, Quilline, stuff like that, the applications are pretty simple to actually fill out. But no, we don't fill out applications, and it's because these places don't accept third-party applications, meaning that you can have, and we can have all kinds of problems filling out the application for you, and most of the credit issuers don't want somebody to do it anyways. They could turn you off or shut you down if they know somebody did it, not that they ever would. I'm not pulling credit reports today, but I will next week. I will pull credit reports next week, and here's the deal. I can only pull credit-safe credit reports because we no longer have Experian. And that's not surprising. We knew it was a matter of time. When you're dealing with business credit building, then I'm going to try to see if I can pull a credit safe report. I'm not sure if I can right now. But if you're dealing with business credit building, then what happens is they don't really want you to have the ability to pull business credit. We had it for a while, but we don't. But I'll tell you what, for anybody that comes on our stream on Periscope next week, I will pull business credit reports with you. We'll make the whole stream just a pull and review of your business credit reports. CreditSafe is another reporting agency. They collect data from a lot of places, including the other reporting agencies. So we'll still be able to pull business credit reports. So what we will do is next week, since you're asking, I will pull business credit reports. Anybody that wants it, we will pull your credit safe report. I'm not even sure my login credentials, so I can't get in today, but I will get you taken care of next week. But I will show you why it matters. Here are some real business credit reports, and this is why all this stuff matters. Let me see if I can go to view, zoom, and just go to actual size. So these are actual real business credit reports, and this is why you need to build business credit. All of your business credit reports are pulled whenever you want to get a loan or a credit card for your business. What about your company buying another company using credit? Well, sure. I mean, you could use cash credit to do that. Absolutely. You could use cash credit to do that. Usually if you're buying another company, you're not going to pay for the whole thing in cash. You're going to pay a certain amount down and then pay installment payments from the actual revenues from the business. That's how it happens in most cases. So here's an actual Experian business credit report, and you can see why this stuff matters. Right here, right under your score is how much money you're being recommended that you be lent. And the problem is, again, guys, this is a business that is, well, we'll take a little bit deeper dive here. This business has been open for going on 4 years. They are being recommended for about $1,400 worth of credit, not much. And the reason for this is because they have absolutely no credit reported whatsoever. So this is what matters, because if you don't get credit for your business, then you're never really going to be able to get a business credit card for your business or a loan, because your recommendation for credit is so low, as you can see here. Okay, here's another credit report, same thing. $2,900, a 24 score. Okay, they're only being recommended for $2,400 worth of actual credit. Let me change this view a little here. Zoom, actual size. So every one of you has business credit reports if you've been in business even a little bit of time. And if you have low credit or no credit reporting, or you're maxed out on the limits of credit you have, then what happens is it affects your ability to actually get credit. This is what the lenders see. This is what credit issuers see. And this person's not being recommended for any credit whatsoever. But this is really typical of a lot of you right here. You have 20, 30 scores. You're not being recommended for hardly any credit. And the reason for it, per the reporting agency, is that you don't have any trade lines. And because you don't have trade lines, no credit, you still get a low score, and then you try to go get a loan for your business, and you're sunk. On the phone, talking to someone like our team, saying, why won't anybody give me a loan? And it's because your business credit sucks, or it doesn't exist. So that's the second reason you really want to build your business credit. The first is to get real usable credit, to get the store credit, to get the cash credit, to get the fleet credit, to get the auto vehicle financing, none of which the employees doesn't matter, the time in business doesn't matter. What matters is trade lines, how many accounts you have reported. The second reason you want to build business credit is that every single time you apply for credit for your business or a loan, they're pulling your business credit report. When you apply for insurance, they pull it. When you apply for utilities, they pull it. When you try to get a lease on your building, they pull it. When you try to get commercial real estate financing, they pull it. But here's the deal. There is no law that says they have to give you a credit report. In the consumer world, there's a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Scott, thanks, man. I appreciate it. See ya. So there's a Fair Credit Reporting Act law. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that you actually have to be given a notice stating that they pulled your consumer credit report if they pull it. There's no such law of that in the business world. So as a result of that, they're pulling your business credit report. And as a result of them having your business credit report pulled and you having no credit, you're getting denied and you may never know why. So you got to know that when you apply for any kind of financing, utilities, anything for your business, they're pulling your business credit report. If you don't have it well established, then it affects your ability to get approved for whatever it is that you're actually looking for. Great instructor, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to wrap up. And then next week, I'm going to go through, do a review. And then next week, we're going to pull your business credit report if you want your business credit report pulled. Oh, damn, they're sneaky. Well, it's like this, guys. The Fair Credit Reporting Act was created in the consumer world because people were abusing it. The credit bureaus were doing some crazy things with credit reports. Okay, and as a result of that, the Fair Credit Reporting Act came around in the 70s because the credit reporting agencies, I mean, it was insane. They would call your neighbors to get gossip on you and report it and sell it to anybody that wanted. It was crazy. They didn't care if it was accurate or not. So when they started to go to computers, the Fair Credit Reporting Act was created. We don't have businesses overstepping that line. And you don't see the business reporting agencies overstepping that line. So the government's never needed a law to regulate business credit reports like consumer credit reports. Now that's good for you because it's easier to build credit. It's easier to dispute and fix derogatory items if you have it. It's bad for you in a couple cases because anybody can pull your business credit reports. As you'll see next week, if you give me only your business name as of next week, then I will actually be able to pull your business credit report with only your business name. But here's the thing. Anybody can do it. Your prospects, your clients, your competitors, investors, potential buyers of your business, anybody that wants your credit report can pull your credit report. Okay, so that being said, that's why you need to build your business credit. And they don't need to tell you they're pulling your business credit report. This is why it's important. And this is what happens when credit isn't regulated, is that anybody can pull your report. Anybody can make decisions based on that report and not even tell you. Can a credit issuer check credit on occasion after issuing credit? Absolutely, they can. As a matter of fact, thank you guys for the loves. You're going crazy. That's awesome. And thank you for the shares. As a matter of fact, I get a weekly update from my credit reporting agencies telling me, CreditSafe tells me weekly anything that's changed on anybody we pulled reports on. They tell me what's changed. As a matter of fact, they can put alerts on your credit report that tell them the minute anything changes on your report, or when negative stuff appears, or when your score drops below a certain level, or where inquiries are put on your credit report. All of those triggers I can add. Anybody that can pull your business credit reports can add, and they're notified without even checking on you. They won't check on you. They don't need to. What they do is they put in triggers that when anything changes on your credit report, they get notified, and then they can lower your limits and make other decisions, even pull back credit you've been issued. And I talked to a lot of those people. What am I supposed to do? I had a credit line for 50 grand. They just called it, which means you have 30 grand on that credit line. They want all their 30 within 2 weeks. And they absolutely can and do that based on changes on your business credit report. So this is how the lending world works, guys. This is how it works in the consumer side and the business side. It's why if you even think about having a business, you have to build business credit. It's as important for your business as consumer credit is for you as an individual. It is probably more important. But business credit is even more awesome because it's easy to build, it's fast to build, and the limits are super, super high, and you can get it regardless of personal credit. So back to the whiteboard. Credit or don't have credit with the business credit reporting agency. Step 2, creditsuite.com/reports. Free search to see if you have credit with any of these guys now. If you have credit, pull a report. If it's negative, dispute it with them. Dun & Bradstreet allows it through iUpdate. These guys will do it through their reporting agency. Once you've got a clean credit profile, start applying for credit to start your credit profile. Uline, Quill, Seton, Gimplers, and Granger are my personal faves. And you only need 5 accounts. I've got probably about 10 here. Wells Fargo Secure Card will pull a credit report. None of these other guys will. Gimplers is one of the harder ones to get. They denied us first time we applied. So we moved on. We got Seton. We got Granger, we used Uline and Quill, we came back to Gimplers and they approved us. So they might be one of the last ones you do that are harder. They do have a social security number field on the application. Remember, through this process, anybody that asks you for a social security number, just leave it off the application. It's illegal to put anything in the place of a social security number on an application. You never can do that, but you can leave it blank. So during all of this process, all of this, do not put your social on an application. Yes, you will need it when you file for your corporation or LLC. Yes, you will need it when you apply for your EIN number, but you will not need it when you apply for credit. That's where it matters. So, boom, set up credibility. Second step, see if you've got credit with these guys. If not, you want to get your DUNS number with Dun & Bradstreet. It's free, will cost you no money. Great webinar Tuesday. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. For all of you that missed that, go to YouTube, type in Business Credit or Credit Suite. You'll find our page. And we actually did a webinar on 12 different kinds of credit lines and loans you can get for your business, even if it's a startup and with bad credit. So get 5 of these type of accounts. Monitor your credit to see them report. Once they report, move on to store credit, Staples, AutoZone, Lowe's, etc. The limits are going to be much higher than what you're used to. 5,000, 8,000, 15, 20, 5,000. Anybody else that has limits, please give them to me. I'll add them to the board. 7 grand, 40 grand, much higher than what you're used to. Then once you get 10 to 15 accounts, you start to get fleet credit cards, cash credit cards, and auto financing. Global Fleet, Home Depot Commercial, Universal Fleet, RGS Fleet credit card, BJ's is a cash credit card, okay, Fuelman Fleet is a fleet credit card, Universal Fleet, Ford, GNC, and Ally Financial also do vehicle financing in your name. Can I get my free scores through D&B? No, you can't. You're going to have to pay for your scores, but if you want scores, go to NAV. NAV will give you a condensed version of your business credit reports with your scores. It's the cheapest and best place to go to be able to do that. And with all of that, you're done. Okay, Lawson credit, $3,500 for Christine. Okay, so Lawson, I'm going to add that here. I don't know what Lawson is, but I will add that here as another approval. Lawson credit, and that's $3,500, and I'll add that. So that way I will go over and I'll add that to the main list and I'll clean it up. And that's it, guys. Those are the 5 steps to build business credit right there. Okay. Now, if you are interested, you can also go to creditsuite.com/consult. We'll spend some time with you. We'll pull a free business credit report. We'll go over it with you. Okay. And also, if you want to do this, now Christine's with us, and she's the one that's got all these approvals here. Never knew. Thanks, Brian. I forgot about that one. That's awesome. So I think Brian is actually on here with us too. This is Christine and Brian's credit right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000. Got a letter from D&B. I got a letter from Dun & Bradstreet, if that another vendor. I'm not sure I understand that question. And guys, she got a lot of her best success using our system right here, which is called the Business Finance Suite. And all that this does is it just takes literally years of business credit building and it just condenses it because it breaks it down into simple steps. So if you've never seen this, our team will go over it with you and send you some information. But we go through these exact same steps and we make it really simple for you to do. It's completely customized experience for you. You can come in and get cash credit. You can get fleet credit. We map it out step by step. You can get all different kinds of business loans. We see if you have the trade lines. We give you the auto financing, everything you need to know about these sources, everything you need to know, their underwriting guidelines, who they report to, one click to actually apply and get approved. This is where Christine and a lot of clients get their best successes right here. It's all step by step, as you can see here. We break it down, get your credit reports, get your DUNS number for free. You get free Experian Smart Business Monitoring, so we can see what's on your Experian business report, how many trade lines you have without paying. We list you with 411, and you have tons and tons. These are all fleet credit cards. These are all cash credit cards, MasterCards. These are all commercial credit cards. It's all available to you. Apple's in here and a lot of other options as well. We break it down into tiers to make it really simple for you to be able to build your business credit along the way. You'll know which ones you can get approved for. We gray out the ones you can't. It's basically foolproof. 411 listing got screwed up and killed my credit approvals. It will. You have to have your number listed with 411. When you're a client and you have access to this, not only do we list you with 411, we keep you listed with 411. If you pay for that on your own, it's about $360 a year. So if you guys want a shortcut, this is the shortcut. And if you go to credit/consult, our team will get you some information on that. I help you guys both ways. I do the free training. I've got tons of stuff on YouTube, Periscope, Facebook. Every Thursday at 11, I'll be on Facebook. But if you want to not do this on your own and you want to condense the years into months and go faster, then go to creditsuite.com/consult. We'll pull a report. We'll go over it with you. We'll answer any questions you have. But we'll also give you the shortcut where you can work with us. It's cheaper to work with us and do it on your own because we give you 411 for free. You get experienced smart business monitoring for free. And also with Dun & Bradstreet, we help you avoid the $2,000 fee there. So it's cheaper to work with us than do it on your own anyways, and you'll start to get all these kind of results. Christine started to get all these high limit approvals within 60 days of working with us. If you're starting from scratch, it'll probably take you about 90 days. But either way, it's good for me. So meaning if you want to work with us, great. If not, that's okay. I'm here to help you for free. Either way, you've got a solution. But it'd be great if you talk to our team. We can help you that way as well as giving you the free information to just help expedite your results. This is so worth it, guys. I've spent a small fortune before, Ty. I appreciate that. Christine's one of those people that, like a lot of people, spend a lot of time and money trying to figure it out on their own or work with some other companies, and then she comes in and all of a sudden starts to get $30,000, $40,000 approvals. She's got multiple auto vehicle financing now, all without a personal guarantee, all without a personal credit check. That being said, these are her approvals. And these are the kind of approvals you get, the small limits, when you're just trying to figure it out on your own. And then this is what's happened actually since she's come in. Do you know Snap-on tools have credit? Yeah, they do. I know that. But I don't think Snap-on reports to the business credit reporting agencies. A lot of people issue credit, guys. 97% of vendors do not report the business credit that they actually issue. And these are the kind of approvals she's got since actually working with our system. Less than 60 days in working with us. It'll take you a little bit longer because she had some vendor accounts. So again, good either way. Follow us on Periscope. I'm here every Wednesday at 4. I'm on Facebook every Thursday at 11. We do YouTube about every other week. Go to creditsuite.com. Top right of our page, you'll find all of our social, including Instagram. Make sure you follow us. We go live. You'll get notified. And then again, if you want to expedite your results, go to creditsuite.com/consult. We'll give you a free business credit report. We'll talk to you a little bit more about working directly with us. Or go to creditsuite.com/periscope to get a free 4-step guide that'll map this out so you can do it on your own. Whether you do it on your own or whether you work with us, just get started. The minute you start taking action on what I've shown you today, the minute you can start getting results. Next week, we're going to be back. The whole scope, all we'll do is business credit report reviews. For anybody that wants their credit report reviewed at no cost, wants us to pull it, see what's on there, see your score, see your trades, we'll do it on here. Credit, no good. I don't know what that means, but it could mean a lot of things, but you're right, especially if you're using consumer credit to build your business. So I'll see you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. We're going to pull business credit reports, the whole stream. We'll go over your credit report. We'll see what's on there, see your scores. I'll give you advice. I'll answer any questions you have next Wednesday at 4 o'clock here on Periscope. Will you pull my credit? I absolutely will. Cash is good. Cash is good. Cash is great. But unfortunately, no successful business in history has ever built their business to success using cash, unfortunately. But you are right. Cash is good. But there is a reason that no successful business in history has built their business or has built their company as big as they are using cash. They all use other people's money, OPM. For there is no other game under heaven given among... Okay, I appreciate that. So anyways, I will be back here next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'm going to pull anybody's business credit report that wants it pulled. I'll review it for you for free. I'll give you free advice. I even asked my fleet cards to add ATM so I can get cash, and they did. That's awesome, couples. I didn't know that some fleet sources allowed you to do that. So he's saying he's even converted fleet cards into cash cards. Couples, yeah, that's a good thing. Christine's asking which one. I'd love to know that as well. So couples, if you don't mind, let Christine and I both know, because Christine has a bunch of fleet sources, which ones allowed you to do that. Chevron was one, and who else? If you don't mind. Chevron, Fleet, gave cash. Okay, so cash card. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Do you have Shell? Okay, so Christine, I'm gonna wrap up, even though you guys like can have your own conversation here. Like I could just leave and you all could just talk to each other, not Shell. Okay, so Chevron did. Couples, did anybody else do that, or was that the only one that you asked? Was just Chevron, because that's actually pretty smart, and I appreciate that. That is something I have never done and didn't know, and I appreciate learning from you all. Thank you very, very, very much. I am very admittingly will tell you that I don't know it all, and I learned as much from other people as what you learned from me. Christine, friend me, please. Couples, hey, do me a favor. When you get connected with Christine, Christine's going to give you my email. Email me as well. I'd love to be in touch with you to track your progress as well. So I look forward, everybody, to seeing you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock here on Periscope, where we're going to pull anybody's business credit report that wants it. Couples, I did, will do. You guys friend, you guys communicate, and then Christine, make sure you give Couples my direct email address so he can get in touch with me as well. And then Couples, when you get it, go ahead and email me. I'd love to get in touch with you and hear a little bit more about the progress you're making. Thank you all very much. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Couples. Thanks, everybody, for the comments, the likes, the loves, the shares, the little Periscope cameras that pop up. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I will see you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Don't forget, in between there, I will do a Thursday session tomorrow on Facebook on a whole different topic. Wex Fleet on the road card, and we will talk a little bit more. And I will see you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Thank you all very, very much. Have a great day. See you next Wednesday.